Welcome to Search for Signs. My name is Gary Willing. If this information interests you, please press the like and subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. In this video, I want to discuss a verse in the Bible that people, I think, in my opinion, are misinterpreting, but they use it to, quote unquote, prove that Maitreya must be the Antichrist. Because here's a guy who is claiming that we have it within ourselves to create peace, justice in the world, that we have it within ourselves to save the environment. Now, Maitreya is never promising anything. He's not promising that he's going to do anything. He's not promising that if you believe he's the Christ, then all manners of things will be well. He's not saying any of that stuff because it's just not true. But yet people probably interpret it as that. So if you think that that's what Maitreya's intentions are, and if you're not really listening to what he's saying, and you're already coming with a prejudice that he is the Antichrist, well, of course, you're going to go and look through the Bible and Revelations or Corinthians or whatever, and go, oh, that must be talking about Maitreya, right? I don't think that's what Paul meant when he was talking about this. 2 Corinthians 11:14, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light, is not referring to a person in the future, the Antichrist. I think, this is just my opinion. You think whatever you want, but my opinion of it is, he's talking about all of our intentions. You have to look at your intentions on things. We all think that our intentions are 100% pure, when a lot of times they're not. A lot of times they're selfish reasons. We think that, for instance, the United States, right, goes around claiming to be a free country, but yet are we truly free? Are we truly free if you don't have enough money? You can't even drive, out of state sometimes, or you can't get health care to save yourself from cancer or something because you don't have health insurance. I mean, is that really freedom? Of course not. Are we really fighting for freedom over in the Middle East? Are we really doing that? Are we doing it for selfish reasons? I have a buddy of mine that used to work with me. He and I used to debate about stuff all the time just to keep our sanity because our job was kind of menial from time to time. And when his back was, he was a debater. Whew, he could debate. He could debate anything. Should have been a lawyer. And when his back was in the corner, he used to always say, and it always made me laugh, give me 13 good examples of why. Well, I can give you 13 good examples of why I think that Paul's 2 Corinthians 11:14 is about intention and not about a person, the Antichrist. So when we look at ourselves honestly, like even Maitreya talks about this, he says we need to have honesty of mind. We all think one thing, say something else, and do something entirely different. And yet it comes across as inauthentic a lot of times. But yet to ourselves, we're thinking we're being true to ourselves and being totally honest when we're really not. So you see, from a certain perspective, what Paul was saying in 2 Corinthians is really about intention and looking at your intention. Looking at something that you might think is being pure for yourself or selfless is actually selfish. Now, I'm going to end it like this. Now, a few videos ago, I mentioned that Benjamin Creme, when he was studying with his master, telepathically, but he was going through a lot of esoteric principles and asking his master all sorts of questions about things, or his master would ask him questions, and he would try to get the answer to it. Ben would ask his masters, there was a period when Ben would ask his master, is that it? And his master would say, well, that's it exactly. And he kept saying that over and over again, and his master kept, asking, a different question about this, and his master would say, oh, that's it exactly. And finally, after a while, Benjamin Creme started to realize that he was, why does he keep saying that same thing to me? Well, what his master was saying was not that you're right. It's that that's exactly how you see it. So I'm ending the video like this. If you think that means that, 2 Corinthians 11:14 means that there's an Antichrist out there that's going to be disguising himself as an angel of light, well, that's it exactly. It's exactly how you see it. If I think that it's about intention and how we need to look inwardly at our attention and be honest with ourselves about things and have honesty of mind and and maybe all the intentions that we think are pure and selfless aren't really pure and selfless for ourselves. Well, that's it exactly. You see what I'm saying? But in the meantime, and as always, take action. Help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos. Have a great day.